You are very correct. I'm dreaming of leading Kenya's transformation as the chief executive officer of this corporation called Kenya.
Yes.
So yes, I'm vying for presidency, and my desire is to see a transformed Kenya.
It is becoming clearer that in the event Gashagua doesn't run, Martha Karua will be the running mate of whoever candidate the united opposition will settle on. These are reasons why Gashagua is pushing the name of Martha Karua to be running mate in the event he doesn't run. Let me give you some context here. Remember this, Gashagua was impeached. However, his case is still in the corridors of justice, but it is likely that constitutionally he would be barred from running. So if that happens, Gashagua suggests there must be someone from Mount Kenya. And the wild card here is Martha Karua. In a budding democracy like Kenya, politics is a game of numbers. Mount Kenya here has numbers, and everyone knows that. And it has been projected that Mount Kenya in its entirety is likely to have 6 million votes. Hear me out. If Mount Kenya will have 6 million votes, why would they not have a candidate, even as a running mate? That is a question that every reasonable Kenyan should ask themselves. Because if you understand politics, as I mentioned, politics is a game of numbers. If that is the thing, then Mount Kenya here has numbers. So when you have numbers, what do? You must have a player of your own. So because of that, Gashagua is saying, okay, I may not run. So if I may not run, why shouldn't we have someone from Mount Kenya? That's the big question Gashagua has been asking other presidential hopefuls within their united opposition circles. So it makes sense that because Mount Kenya has numbers, it should have someone. And in this case, Gashagua has proposed Martha Karua, who previously was Raila's running mate. So right now, if Raila won, Martha Karua could be our deputy president. Martha Karua is a candidate that is sellable across Kenya. So if you have Martha Karua on the ticket as running mate and Kalonzo as a presidential candidate, that ticket is sellable across Kenya. As I mentioned that in the previous general election, Martha Karua was Raila's running mate, and people understand that Martha Karua is someone, if given an opportunity to serve Kenya, she would do that with the diligence, with the integrity. So moving forward, Kenyans are also asking themselves a simple question: do we need leaders who can uphold integrity? Yes, that is true, because looking at how the country is being run right now, corruption everywhere, lies everywhere, it makes sense for Kenyans to consider virtues. So Martha Karua here is someone with virtues. So that means that across Kenya, it is possible to have Martha Karua sold as a running mate. Even though some people would say, okay, Mount Kenya always wants to be in the presidency. That aside, but because Martha Karua is someone with that national outlook, it will be possible to strengthen the opposition's ticket. Now, look at it this way. If you have Kalonzo and Martha Karua, that ticket is definitely strong. And that ticket begins with about 8 million votes. Because Mount Kenya in its entirety will definitely rally behind Martha Karua, and Eastern can rally behind Kalonzo. So that effort combined is sellable, comes with strength. And if that ticket is then sold across the country, people will buy that ticket. So that is why it makes sense to have Martha Karua as a running mate in the event Gashagua will not be running. The Gen Z were to produce their candidate, but as things are, it is getting late for the Gen Z. The Gen Z were pushing Maraga and Okiya Omtatah, but Maraga is being resisted even in his own home turf. So that makes the Gen Z vote be a vote that is just there, up for grabs. So, and this vote is looking for a ticket that can uphold integrity. And Martha Karua here has been associated with high integrity. Kalonzo Musyoka, the same. So having Martha Karua, that will buttress that ticket and push its brand as a ticket that can deliver integrity in government operations. Gashagua further sees Martha Karua as his sister who has the interests of Mount Kenya at heart. Karua is a national leader, but also keen on ensuring that the rights and freedoms or interests of Mount Kenya people are well protected. Gashagua also sees Martha Karua as someone who can be loyal to him. So when Martha Karua is deputy president, definitely she will always ensure that he is protected, that his interests are also taken care of. Because in this case, Gashagua being a kingmaker, he deserves some respect. He deserves someone who can respect his interests and all that. And Martha Karua has always shown respect for her boss, as she did for Mwai Kibaki.
Yes, I am. And that's who come from the chairman, not from Mr. Chairman, I'm quite surprised. All the results you're announcing is what you have. If we are going to have a procedure of bringing agents, then we must bring for all. What I'm saying is that in the morning, when announcements were made, which were ODM strongholds, and the figures were quite high, that time it did seem to hurt people's ears. When PNU score is high, ears are hurting. Mr. Chairman, let us be consistent. Let us listen to you announcing like we have listened for all the others. Otherwise, we bring agents for verification for 210 constituencies.
Someone again would ask, which interests does Gashagua have? Every leader has interests. And remember this, Gashagua is a human being like any other person. So he has to make sure that his businesses are protected from government overreach and all that. Additionally, when it comes to government appointments, because Gashagua has people behind him that need to be appointed to government. So with someone like Martha Karua being there, it becomes easy for Gashagua to make sure his closest allies are part and parcel of the government they will form. In my view, Kalonzo Martha Karua ticket will definitely be a strong one. But I do not know how other opposition leaders will react to that, because Matiang'i wants to run, Eugene Wamalwa wants the same position. Similarly, Natembeya wants it. So we do not really know how this will work out. Perhaps it can break the opposition, perhaps it will keep the opposition intact. But what I understand is that Kalonzo Martha ticket is definitely strong, and it can also, bring women into that ticket. I know, the issue of gender didn't really work out in the previous general election when Raila had Martha Karua as his running mate. But what I understand is that Martha Karua is someone who can be a good deputy president, because number one, she understands her job, she's principled, and also she's someone who has been championing human rights. So we expect her to do a good job as deputy president. But let's wait and see how this wild card will work out. Can Kalonzo Martha ticket defeat Ruto Kindiki ticket in 2027?